And next we have Pam Lutfy.
Good evening. My name is Pam Lutfy, and I am serving my 12th year as a member of the Delaware Valley School District. Concerning my background, I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Speech and Language Therapy and a Master's degree in Education, which I completed at Columbia Teachers College. I worked in the Delaware Valley School District for 14 years as a speech and language therapist. I was at Delaware Valley for 14 years, but in my first 4 years I was an employee of Delaware Valley, and the remaining 10 years was with the intermediate unit number 20. Excuse me. During the time that I served on the school board, I have worked in many capacities. I have been asked in the past to serve as chairman of the policy committee, and during that time had the responsibility of refurbishing and reviewing the policy handbook. There were policies in there that were 14 years old. I took on that responsibility wholeheartedly, obtained the help of PSBA, and provided a finished product agreed by all that brought us up to date in policies. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Okay. My fellow board members, is that too loud? Okay. Would that help? Yeah, I can. That kind of sounds good. How's that? Is that okay? Would you prefer I turn it off? And I'll try to speak loudly. Oh, is that okay? Okay. When I was re-elected to the board in 2000, at that time there was a very big divide between the parents of special needs children and our administrators and teachers. I was wholeheartedly dedicated to closing that divide, and I feel I have accomplished that through the years. We established roundtable discussions, bringing staff and parents together, and 9 years later, those discussions are still going on. As part of our networking, we added programs in remedial reading and math. We added the Wilson reading program, Saxon math program, the Linda Bell program at the high school, to raise the education of students who could not learn through conventional methods that other students were accustomed to. 3 years ago, my fellow board members asked me to serve as the legislative liaison to our board, to the Pennsylvania School Board Association. During the past 3 years, I have attended numerous meetings throughout the state. For the costing out study, I traveled throughout Pennsylvania, fighting for our district, and I believe I contributed to what resulted additional funds to this district and other districts in Pennsylvania. As a legislative liaison, I meet with legislators at the Pennsylvania level and explain to them what our needs are at Delaware Valley. And I also listen to their concerns and bring that information back. I am a listener. I hope that those who know me would agree that I am a mediator. I believe in listening to all sides. I believe in being fair to everyone. There are many perspectives, and I think if I am re-elected to the board, one of my main goals is to help bring that about again. Also, if re-elected to the board, I will fight as hard as I can to prevent the rising numbers in dropouts in this district. To me, one dropout is too many. I also feel that we need to focus on our secondary reading program. I believe we have added sufficient programs in reading and math at the elementary level. I am not saying that there isn't need for improvement. I just feel we need more improvement at the high school level. I have knowledge of reading programs that could assist in that task, and I think it's time that the board and administrators and staff begin to pay attention For me, 142 students who cannot read in 11th grade is unacceptable. Granted, 40 of those students were special needs, but there are also sufficient programs to meet their needs also. I thank you for being here tonight. I believe in local governance. There is no amendment to our Constitution that says we must provide a free public education for our children. The 10th Amendment says that we must provide for the social needs of our society. Education falls under the social needs. And from there, our state has been delegated the responsibility of assisting with our children's education, and they have handed it, according to our forefathers, to local governance. We are local governance. We are the ones that need to decide what our children need, what our community needs, and I, for one, do not want to have big government telling me how to run education in Pike County. So I thank you for being here. Regardless of how this election goes, this is the most important thing that we can support. We can never sacrifice our children's education, and we must find a way to provide the best and make it